I'm doing it for my daughter.
You seen this guy, Nick?
What do we got? What do we got here? What is this?
This is like a real estate guy.
By the way, I found the worst content. Remind me.
Oh, the tongue thing?
No, this thing that you and I would define it as the worst content.
Oh no!
So I'll show you.
That's it.
Sam, what was the
what?
Yep.
What was
go to YouTube. This had me dying. In search, type in VINWiki, VINWiki.
Oh no!
Do you know what this is?
No.
Do you know who SuperSpeedersRob is?
No.
Okay. Can you make it? Oh, go to a new tab. You know what? The thing. I've loved cars forever.
Yeah.
And so have you. And I've spent so much time on YouTube watching car videos and like digging up rare videos and shit. Go to YouTube and type in SuperSpeedersRob, and there's like a special. There's a thing. You remember Gumball?
Yeah.
You know how Gumball's completely whack?
Yeah, it's like Russian Euro
It's the fucking wackest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like driving around in like SL Mercedes.
Like strippers, like ugly beat strippers. They're like, we're going on the Gumball. It's a cross country race.
Yeah.
No.
This guy right here. This is the. Is that sorted by popular? Scroll down until we find a new one.
What?
This kind of guy. This kind of fucking guy. Do scroll down a little bit. Starting to get annoyed right there. Z06 transmission issue took a strange turn. Look at the thumbnail. Look at this. Look at the guy's fucking face. Listen to this. It's kind of good. This type of content. It's the. Remember when the Porsche Boxster came out?
Yeah.
All right, coming up in July.
It's content for car lovers.
Italy. There's a couple of spots left. It's limited to 30 cars, so if you want a piece of this, now's the time. There's a link below in the description. It's going to start and end in Rome. You can either rent a car or you can ship your own car over there if you'd prefer to do that. Highlights include all the attractions. Do
you remember when you were a kid? Did you ever get the DuPont registry?
Yep.
You remember how it just felt like something was off?
Yeah.
Like it was something. There was something like really not cool about like just. Like they do weird things like putting chrome rims on a Diablo.
Yeah, yeah,
There's just weird things that people like supercar, and there's a very special type of like a non-car guy, a guy that has no taste and is not he's not really into it, but he's like really into supercars.
Like Jeff Bezos kind of guy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like this. Hit escape here. That's what this SuperSpeedersRob guy is, and I hate him so much. But go back to VINWiki. I found the worst content ever, and this might not make sense. Good God, hit shorts. I know this probably won't make super sense to Charles, but this is you know how a car story, it's like a car thing. A car story is like the least interesting thing ever.
Always.
And it doesn't matter like if your best friend's involved, if there's like a state police chase, like you could like we could tell each other that like, yeah, Nick, I ran from the cops on my motorcycle. I hit 220 miles an hour. I went all the way. I drove all the way. I hit under an overpass. There was a helicopter. It's the least interesting thing
you'd have to tell me that level for me to be interested.
It's not even at that level. It's not even interesting to me. Like if you told me you had a police chase, I'd be like, oh man,
cool.
It's just. Car stories they're not
whack. They're logistics stories. They suck.
You might as well talk about doing your laundry. Do this. Hold on a second. Scroll up, and these guys, each of their faces, like this guy right here. You know when people have hats, they put hats on like that, and their head is too small for the hat. No, go back. Get that off the screen. When their head is too small for the hat on the smallest setting, so there's air gaps, and they like tuck their ears into it and shit.
It's like this.
It makes them look fucking.
Yeah.
Like, really they look good. Fucking.
Yeah, they have like little. I know what you mean. Like I see a lot of like,
it's these like dirt bike California like drum.
In the music industry.
Yeah.
And Jewish kids.
That guy's fucking
He's
face.
Smooth.
Yeah, that guy in particular, the guy with the sort of, he's cringing. He's making a sour sort of.
He looks intrigued.
Middle Eastern face.
Yeah.
When he's driving, he like massages the shifter. Like he'll go like this when he's driving.
Why?
Just because he's so in the zone. He's so good at it. He's so
He
in
loves
the zone.
cars that much.
This one right here. Rescuing a Carrera GT trapped in Brazil. This guy,
I got a call
hit pause,
from
hit pause. This guy, I swear to God, has negative 10,000 charisma.
Okay.
He could be telling you, I mean, if there was a real alien invasion and it wasn't just a smokescreen, he could be telling me about this, and I couldn't find a way to care.
You'd ask him where the next the Indian restaurant is.
He could be telling me that my parents were actively being murdered by like Mexican narcos or something. I wouldn't be able to like care. Like I wouldn't be able
I gotta
to
get I forgot. I gotta go get a faucet for my sink.
I gotta get Uber. I left my shoes in the Uber. I gotta call Austin Found.
This guy.
Listen to how this. I haven't watched this one, but listen to how this fucking story develops. It's incredible. The negative storytelling power, like the opposite of what you want. Hit play, please.
Guy, he had heard through a guy in Brazil about some cars, and the main car that was potentially available was a 2005 Porsche Carrera GT in paint to sample midnight blue metallic. Now there aren't many Carrera GTs in Brazil, and there certainly aren't many that are supposedly US cars. Apparently, when these cars went into Brazil, I think it was in 2008 or 2009, they had not been essentially in accordance with the rules set forth to properly import cars. And in fact, they had kind of been disguised. Someone had put...
I think I can do this. Hold on, I can do this to you. So, Charles, when you put on your headphones, they're going to wrap around the top of your head. There is a cord on the left-hand side, but it could also be on the right. Now, when doing a podcast, you know that it's best to use microphones that are able to pick up the sound that's coming out of your mouth. It's like 3 logistics points in the middle of a...
This is a YouTube short, man.
I can't believe
this is a short.
this. I felt like I was watching for an hour.
I want to see how does he wrap that up?
How'd you
Oh,
find
just
this?
wait.
How'd you find it?
I watch car videos all the time.
on all these cars and had somehow tried to get them through. And they'd been seized by customs. And in fact,
Here comes the
person
big
trying
finish.
to import them ended up being arrested for money laundering and sentenced to 50 years in prison.
Whoa! Holy shit! Holy shit!
You can't do that.
Find another one with him.
The guy goes, so basically the story that he just told us is someone
How
imported...
to talk your way out of a felony ticket.
Go
Go ahead.
Someone imported a Porsche Carrera, and the guy who did it illegally, and the guy ended up going to jail. That's the story.
There's no good car story?
Is this the guy who has cars on Turo that he had to go get it? I found this guy.
Probably, yeah.
What?
Probably, yeah.
He rents Teslas on Turo, and he went and got it back. That's what it was, because he was calmly explaining. Someone rented his car on Turo, and they stole it. And then he went and got it back.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, wow, I never heard this guy before. Sorry, but yes.
Going to do if there's a cop? Is there any plausible deniability that I have in this moment that I might not be the person that this cop is looking for? And if that is true, and if there's any visual separation, the next answer in most cases is go as fast as you possibly can. And so I dart off into a trailer park. A Jeep Wrangler cop pulls up right behind us. And of course he jumps into the, let's not pretend like you don't know why I pulled over here. And I'm like, why did you pull over here? We're here to, cool our cars down. And fortunately, since I've been involved with the Cannonball Memorial Run, that is an immediate, an obvious, and very, very helpful first kind of line of defense. And we continue to talk, and it turns out he spends most of his time, this cop, on like a search and rescue team, and we talk about how beautiful Utah is and all the stuff that we'd seen. As long as you keep them talking, as we've said before, that works really well. There's plenty of people who say, shut your mouth and don't talk to cops, but that's exactly how you get the worst version of whatever they think you just did.
No.
That was a 2-hour-long video we just watched. These are the shorts. They have long-form videos on the channel. They have 45-minute videos.
Do they
on the
do
channel.
stunts?
They do. No, they don't. They talk about stunts though. That's like a kid. That's a very specific kid from high school that had like a special keen obsession with like dealing with cops. Like not just running from them, like how to like talk to them and like dealing with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That the cops liked?
No, it's just like it's like a specific personality type. I remember there was a kid in my Stephen. He drove his dad's Audi RS6.
Wow.
Which is like that's the car that guy would have, like that type of
yes.
And I just remember there were people that were like very, very keyed into like, if you run from a cop, we're gonna run from a cop this, or we're going 70. I was going 80. I was going 90. Like talking about speeding 20 miles an hour over the speed. It's just fucking.
Yeah, my friend Adam was like that.
Mm.
He's a lawyer now.
Yeah.
But like he could like talk down a cop like a dickhead. He had like Denny-esque. It's like lactose. It's like an enzyme for like cop behavior. Denny can do it to assholes. Like if the most insufferable car guys, like I can't. I'd have to like leave. You would have to get out of the room if you had to sell a Porsche.
I would love to see Denny work.
I've seen him do it.
Damn.
It's just dagger. I
get the hunch there's like a special element to him that's good.
Yeah, talking to a sucker.
Yeah.
That's a specialty?
Yeah, he's a master. He's a
I
master.
kind of really want to see that, man.
Can you get him to write a book?
You can't get one. So now moving on. What else? Like you have to like it's like sweep your leg, spit on you, and then he's like, "I'll just go buy a Ferrari." Then he's like, "Well, if you want to go buy an Italian piece of shit, go for it. Call me when your brakes are 75,000." And he's like, "What? You don't think your brakes are 75,000? Go buy one, and then call me in 6 months when you can't afford it." Like that kind of shit. And you're like, oh, like I'd be like this. How about I drive my fucking truck through this showroom and fucking watch you out on my hood? How about I wait for you to get out of work and I fucking with a cinder block?
And he's never, does he ever have to fight anybody on the floor?
Never. I think he knows where he can pick his fight, and the guy's usually wearing like a blue tech bubble vest.
Right.
He knows he can be like fucking like a like he's like, this is my guy. I mean,
he's starting fights on the floor.
he's picking fights with like wannabe tech
Getting guys on headlocks.
He's like, nah, yeah, fucking. It's like enzyme. It's a special thing like to be able to break down.
They got an enzyme, yeah.
Because that guy's in it. That as soon as that guy starts talking, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
If we're at a party and that guy's like by the beer cooler talking to me about beer,
You quit drinking.
yeah, I'm sober for 10 years.
You join AA immediately.
I gotta go to AA. Here, hold this. It's a half drank beer. He's like, it's still here. He's like, I gotta go to AA right now though. Why? I just met you. Yeah, no, that's bad. Where did you find? What do they do? Are they just like? Are they like safe whistling diesels?
Not even. It's just people basically talking about gumball rally and supercar rental.
They don't do anything good?
The dumbest shit. No, not a single thing is good on that channel.